Good day, everyone. I'm Silicon Global from the IT Group C. Today, I'm presenting on data types and then how they're being accessed and managed in memory. So, with data types refers different sizes and values that can be stored in the variable. As you know, the data type are what we use as a size to store variables and then keep them to be able to access them for execution of programs and for keeping of programs. As those information that are being kept into the data type are the data that we need in the program. So we have two types of data types, which is primitive data type and then the reference data type. Okay, so then let's move on. We have a primitive data type. The primitive data type is a data type that is mainly built in a programming language, also used to store other data types. It has the foundation for the programming language. This causes the primitive data type is one of the data type that is really built with a programming code, whereby you see it being part of the structure for a program to function. It tells us that it's really important in the functioning of a program and it plays a role, a part, or a tangible role inside the program that we are about to program. And that's the foundation for the programming language. The fact that it's able to store all the data directly and then also store other data types. You can be able to keep other data types on it. So we have examples of them to be integer, as we know, int, short, char for character, boolean, byte, long, double, and so on. The next one, also explain here, we have here reference data. The reference data type is data type that stores in memory address to the data and not the data itself. So it therefore has a way of pointing to the data stored. Reference data type is a data type that actually stores a reference. To read that reference now is able to keep data from its main source, but it doesn't really keep the data, but it keep an address of where the data can be accessed from its original or where it is being stored. And then therefore with the reference data type is also called a non-primitive data type, which therefore it doesn't really play a role as what the primitive data type will please. Examples we have here, we have strings, arrays, functions, and classes. You know, such examples, when being declared, they don't really hold the data, but it points to the data where we can access them. Let's move on to the next slide. Now, how to access and manage the primitive data. With the primitive data above, its access in the memory is directly stored in the stack and holds the data itself. So with the primitive data type, as we know, it plays a tangible role in a programming language. Therefore, it's able to store the information or data in the stack and holds it directly. So you can be able from the primitive data type being declared and being assigned with a variable, you can be able to access the data directly from it in the stack. That's what it is, and you can be able to manage it, do access it, retrieve it, and do what you want to do with it from the stack of the primitive data type. So, for example, we have the int age is equal to 12, boolean is farmer. That tells us that the int age tells us that when we want to know the age, we directly have access to it in the memory. We don't have it from other points, but it's actually stored in the stack for primitive data type. They are directly accessible and managed in the stack. Let's move on. Managing how to access and manage the reference data. With the reference data above, its access in the memory is direct. However, the stack holds the pointer mapped to the data on the heap. So what I mean was that the reference data type, the access to it is not direct as a primitive data type, and we know the reference data type is also known actually as non-primitive data type. So therefore, however, the stack, however, the stack holds the pointer mapped to the data on the heap. The primitive, the reference data type doesn't really store the data directly, but it rather stores the address. Yeah, so I mean it actually stores memory address where therefore it points to the data in the heap. So therefore it's not directly stored on the stack, but the stack has a memory address or the pointer that leads us into the heap to be able to access the data from there. So that's how to manage and then access a reference data type. Example, int a is equal to, you can see a symbol there is equal to 1 to b. This tells us that with the a is not directly holding the the figures, let's say the sub set of this numbers 1 to 6, it's not directly holding it. You can see this thing is actually the one holding 1 to 6. So therefore, when you go to a stack that's which has the a, it will then refer you with the pointer into a heap where the 1 to 6 is being stored. So that's what I want to mean, and that's how to also access the reference data type in the memory. Thank you very much. This ends the slide. Thank you very much.